Thank God, man may look on the outside, but God looks on the inside. Because they tell me, they looked at me and said, well, he'll never make it. God, and so nobody, nobody would pray with me. And so I didn't know how to pray. I didn't know what to pray. So I just said, God, if you're real, be real to me. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I looked and looked and looked, and I couldn't find what happiness was. And all of a sudden, I said, if you're real, be real to me. And it felt like 1,000,000 pounds fell off of my heart, and I just began to weep. And that's not me. I'm from the streets. I'm a man's man. You're not going to make me cry. You know, when I was a kid, and I think I tell the story in the book, I came home, I was about 7, 8 years old, and I heard my dad trying to give me away to an orphanage. And he said, I've got one son, I don't need another one, you come and get him, or I'm putting, and he didn't know I was there. And I remember going to my room and crying and going, my dad, you know, my dad was a mean guy, but my dad doesn't want me.
Yeah.
And I pulled myself together and I said, nobody will ever make me cry again. Yeah. I was 7, 8 years old.
Wow.
And the reason I think I broke so much and just began to weep is my dad may not want me, but God does.
Wow.
And he didn't care what I looked like. And so I wrote the book for 2 reasons. One is to tell people, you know, maybe it's you, maybe it's your son, maybe it's your grandchild, no matter how far away. You know, my wife Tiz told, my mom told my wife Tiz a few years ago, she said, when Larry left Missouri, we knew he was a drug addict, and we knew he was smuggling drugs, and we knew he was dealing with the cartel. And I said, I'll never see him alive again. Because the street says, once a junkie, always a junkie. The streets say, you'll never change.
Yeah.
The world says you can't change. But the word says, who the Son sets free will be free indeed. And so I wrote it to tell people, don't give up. God will change your life.